What's going on, everyone? It's another beautiful morning. It's a Tuesday, so I was up at 4:30 for the running group, which turned into a really intense game of ultimate frisbee, but got my 3 miles in. So feeling productive. Nothing like getting a really good sweat in the morning. Even though that I moved my workouts after work, which is something I haven't done for a long time, but I'm really liking kind of the consistency of it. I'm walking up to the office now. Emily still beat me here. And it was like 7:16 when I pulled up in the parking lot, and she was here before I am, which is, I don't know, that's just really cool to see when you start seeing that, your employees are really putting in the work, and it seems like they care as much as you do. Like that like fires me up. That like makes me want to get here earlier and work constantly, because I don't want to let them down. Like they've hitched themselves to Ryan, Sam, and I's wagon essentially, and I want to pull that thing as fast as possible. Today, I want to just talk briefly about marketing. So we're trying to contract 7 homes this week, which is a stretch goal for us. But I made a commitment. I'm going to talk about it every day, and there's no way in the world that we're not going to hit it. How are we going to do it? Marketing a lot of cold calls happening this week. I did an hour yesterday. I'll probably end up doing 2 or 3 hours today. Just kind of getting back in the rhythm of it, since I haven't been cold calling on multifamily as much. But starting to cold call a lot this week, and it's all a numbers game. It's all just how many offers can we get out the door, and make an offer on pretty much everything we see, unless we just don't want the project or just wouldn't be worth it. But all forms of marketing work. It's just a matter of what might work better. And at the end of the day, it comes down to consistency. Like, you got to stay true to what works best for you. Like for me, like I don't mind cold calling, so I can sit down and do that for hours. But I know most people that like burns them out, and after an hour, they can't do anymore. Like the thought of making another call would just like cripple them. So if that's you, like play to your strengths, don't play to your weaknesses. Like send mail. Send a text blast. Well, be careful with the text blast because they are illegal. Same thing with the voicemail drops. You gotta be really careful how you do them. But like, just stay true to who you are. If that's bandit signs, like go put up a bunch of bandit signs. Like, you don't have to be cold calling, because that's what I do. Like, find what works for you, and just at the end of the day, just stay consistent, because everything works. The problem is you'll do it once and then you stop for a month and a half. That's never going to work. Like, we've all heard it takes 7 touches, and it really does from what I've seen, if not more. You just gotta, when you find a lead, you need to never stop marketing to that person. And kind of the last thing I wanted to talk about, which now I've forgotten. Maybe I'll come back. All forms of marketing work. Consistency. Oh, the leads that are the toughest to get. Like if you skip trace a list, and every time you skip trace a list, there's going to be a handful of properties or numbers that don't come up, or you can't get a hold of those people. Those, like, that's the gold mine. Like, so many people, I think, end up just calling the ones that are easy. Those are the ones that everybody's calling. Like, it's the ones where you have to dig a little deeper, where you have to call the neighbors, where you have to call the relatives, where you have to drive by the house and put a sticky note on the door. Like, those are the ones that turn into the really good deals, because they're not as easy to get a hold of. So just remember that. I think a lot of people just are in this habit of just buying a list and then mailing to it, and buying lists and mailing to it. And there's probably 20 or 30 houses on each list that, assuming you're pulling 500, a list of 500, that you're just kind of ignoring, and be like, oh, you get the return mail. Like, the ones that you get return mail on, those are the ones you should go knock on the door. Like, those are your highest priority. So I just feel like a lot of people don't do that. But thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna get up to the office, get some work done, and get ready to cold call. And hope everyone has a good day. As always, we are raising money. We are hiring. Please reach out to me for either. You talk to anybody I've met with. I really am here to help. I don't ask or really want anything in return. I just want to help people get into real estate any way possible. So if that's you, please reach out. You don't have to know anything. I'll tell you what I did 2.5 years ago to get started. Not implying I'm an expert at all. I'm just pretty active in the investment field in Tulsa right now. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow.